Digital Marketing Misfits.
I mean, can you imagine doing one with like the voice of like Will Smith and Chris Rock?
Yeah. This is every event now. Like, because this I don't think this style and this technology was out. It might have been out, but it wasn't well known when that happened.
The more, the more audio, right? The more like volume you add to ElevenLabs, the closer it gets to the person's voice, right?
Yeah.
So, and because I feel like some of the president's voices weren't like perfect, but again, it was close enough where you could tell it was that person's voice.
It's funny because you guys put this in the chat and we've been talking about it for like the last week, but I saw some of these videos before it is even put in the chat, and some of them that I saw were dead on. This one was not as close, but some of them you can tell that they uploaded way more audio and put a little bit more work into it and got it super duper close.
Well, what I've also found too is there's that stability slider on ElevenLabs. They must have had that in the right spot, because I've been playing with it, and even with my own voice, I've taken other videos.
That one that you just showed, where was it in their video library? Because I could envision a bunch of gamers like us going, "Hey man, let's do this thing," and just kind of shooting the shit, making this happen, and then it blew up for them. So they're still dialing it in, or is it a recent one? You know what I mean? Like it could have been the original, and then it's going well, and they're like, "Shit, we might be onto something."
Yeah, this is the first one.
Yeah, so they're
first one that blew up, and now they're playing Madden. Yeah. Look, this is so he was doing. Looks like he was just doing like jet and like military type content, and then all of a sudden, like, oh hey, let's have the presidents play friggin' COD.
That was it.
That was it.
Right.
And now it's like, we found the button. Let's just hit it repeatedly and make the same video
found the winner.
And this is what every successful person on social media does: is they find a thing that works for them and then they repeat.
But you could not easily, but so you could get halfway. I could get halfway decent at this and just monetize a YouTube channel just doing this.
Yes, you could.
Yes,
and there's no copyright because it's all original content.
Yeah,
none of this was ever said anywhere. The only thing you might have to worry about is maybe the gameplay if you're grabbing gameplay from somewhere. But I mean, the fact that I don't think gameplay is probably copyrighted, but like 100% white hat, you'd have to play the game and then record it.
Yeah, you could make a Sims with all these characters and them just talking to each other in Sims and just like strange bedfellows who you would never see in real life interacting with each other. People would watch. Again, the Cheeto people. The Cheeto at 2:00 in the morning. Well, watching this.
There's one of these. I can't find it here, but someone talked. They were doing like Trump, Obama, Biden, right? And then somebody had JFK go, "Motherfucker, I just got sniped," and I lost it.
FDR rolling up in his wheelchair.
Yeah, like because again, at least presidents have a ton of audio, but like you said, this is something that anybody could monetize.
Yep.
Because again, you're not on camera and you're not speaking. You're using AI, ripping clips.
Watch it, to see what happens.
If you can edit videos, you could do this. And I don't.
Yeah, and how big is this account now?
It's now 49,000 followers.
It'd be cool to check up on him like a couple weeks from now. And see how
if
fast
he added actual calls to action inside of here, that account could blow up and be huge.
Oh yeah,
I would drive the traffic over to YouTube personally.
There's one guy that does. Talk amongst yourselves while I try to find it now.
Yeah, and
there's deep diving into this, and because I know he likes the 80s wrestlers, I could see him now. Oh yeah, brother.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's funny. That's another. Just the algorithm just serves you one thing, and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Then it's like, oh, now you're just gonna get everything like this. Then I ended up somehow on one of the biographies of like how it happened. And then they were talking about all the marketing and stuff. And I was like, all right, well, now I look at it as theater. I think Scotty, you and I were talking about it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Absolutely.
all the storylines and like how they create tension. Like, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to get the crowd to hate us and then turn them. And I'm like, this is all the things that we do. Where my brain goes is I always want to start with a great traffic source like TikTok, drive it to YouTube, run up your YouTube shorts, but also figure out a way
to create these skits to be 2, 3, and 4 minutes long,
Yes.
you can use ChatGPT to write these scripts out, right? And using AI completely, and you don't even have to have sometimes I can't remember the name of the cartoon, but it could just be stills, just like this, where it's just stills, and it could be an entire script for 2, 3, or 4 minutes. And
Sorry, buddy.
And then you can go into long form. You can make this a long form with just stills
guys, we just
of
need
the
more-
president's heads all the way through a skit, right?
Yeah.
Would you be able to take those old WWE shows that we talked about,
Yeah.
run that through Descript, then run Descript into ElevenLabs in the voices of presidents, and have the wrestlers speaking like the presidents?
100% you can.
Good.
You can take anything and run it through Descript and rip the audio. I don't think you have to run it through Descript. You can use
Go ahead,
repurpose.io.
Davey, do that.